What's up with it, man?
Yo, yeah. What's the word? We back.
Hey, we back, man. It's been a minute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody. Well, for people who don't know you, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Zeus The Rebels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, AKA Rock Puff.
Seafood guitarist extraordinaire.
Josh B, music producer, engineer, keyboardist for Zeus and the Rebels.
Yeah. Collectively, y'all are
Zeus and the Rebels. Yeah. We missing my brother Slim Boy Rax, but for the most part, yeah.
Shout out to Slim Boy. Yeah. But how did this whole thing come about?
It was kind of crazy because it's like I met. Obviously, Slim Boy is my hype man, so he pretty much always with me. You know, been touring with me for the last 10, 15, 20 years. Met him at a concert in Berkeley. You know what I'm saying? Little young, wild, ratchet dude this was so long ago. This was like Boosie did a concert in Berkeley at the park. This was a long time ago, right? And I met Black. I met him there. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to kind of roll with the team, and I, took him under my wing and let him roll from there. You know what I'm saying? Then I came and met Seafood. How did we meet did you played at a show and then we just...
Yeah, I think I went from there, yeah. I was posting videos, playing shows, and I think you just liked what you saw.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep. I seen you perform. That's what it was. You played for somebody else, and I was like, nah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. And then so he came on, we started doing, shows and performing together. One thing led to another. Yeah. And then Josh, Josh produced, I think you produced a record on my first album.
Yeah.
Not my first album, but one of the albums, 2 records, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we linked on the IG, and we ended up basically creating like one song, and one song that led to like 40 songs. Yeah. And now we just, all decided to collectively create this new hood pop alternative sound as Zeus and the Rebels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's pretty different. I won't say it's different for you because I kind of already get there, but I've been to a few of your shows. Man, the energy is like real crazy, man.
I appreciate it.
The energy is real crazy.
Yeah, man.
Especially like the one I've been to, I think it was at Pops. It has a show there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
And right now you're on tour right now too. I'm Not Okay.
I'm Not Okay tour. It's actually start September 15th. We'll be in Kansas City
at the corner.
On the 15th at the Corner Bar. Murphy Lee, the special guest, and we just gonna roll it all the way through, man. You know what I'm saying? And we actually just got added to the Black Taste of St. Louis, so we'll be there. Weekend. No, that's next weekend, September 9th, 10th, 11th. So I encourage everybody watching to definitely support the Black Taste of St. Louis. It's all black food owners, you know what I'm saying? So come out and support that. Then we'll be back at Busch Stadium on the 14th at the Cardinals versus Brewers game, and then the 15th, you know what I'm saying? I'm Not Okay tour. We're gonna ride that all the way to 23.
Yeah. Now you do how many tours do you do a year? You do it. I was like, you never stop, man.
No, never stop, man. I would say we probably do collectively. It's been a little bit less because of COVID, but I would say about 80 shows a year. You know what I'm saying? At least, and it's between 50 to 80 a year.
Easily.
You know what I'm saying?
Easily.
And you've been doing this for well over 10, 15 years now?
At least 10 of them, man. For sure. Yeah. Just staying consistent, just grinding one foot in front of the other. And I just feel like, and it's kind of off subject, but sometimes people be like, man, you the hardest working artist in St. Louis, man. You the James Brown of this and blah 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 blah. And that's cool. Like I feel that and I appreciate that. But it's just like for me, I don't take that and be like it make my head blow up, because I feel like if you trying to do anything, that's how you supposed to be. You supposed to be, if you trying to go to the NBA every day, you should be playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least if you really want to like go to the NBA and succeed whatever your expectations.
Well, you're going up against monsters.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So because like I'm sure Seafood with his samurai and different stuff and karate training every day. He doing it every day. Yeah. Josh a producer. Josh in the studio every day and doing something with music every day. So it's like the people. I was very conscious of making sure the people that I put around me was people that went how I went.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it ain't. I don't look at it like we are the hardest working. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be everyday, non-stop, addicted, psychotic when it comes to whatever your goal is.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Now, I want to, it's, I guess, off subject but on subject, as far as like just the shows. When it comes to organizing, was it straight out of your budget and it's just no sponsors, no nothing like that, or just how did they come about?
Or as far as like getting booked for shows and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm still like, you know what I'm saying, I still got the street nigga mentality when it comes to the shows. So, to be honest, sometimes we get booked, sometimes I promote the show, sometimes it's, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fee is, sometimes it's a door split.
Sometimes it just pops up. And
sometimes it just pop up. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
I got that last minute call. Hey man, we doing something Friday, man.
For real.
I was like, all right, well, let's go.
We just get it however we got to get it. And I feel like, you know, when, you know, in the stage that we at, that's just the best thing to do. I think you have to be humble and have to be willing to do a free show. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to do a door split, you know, and then sometimes it's gonna be a pay. And I feel like you just gauge the opportunity and see if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And go from there.
I'm gonna ask you this. I share like a clip from, you know, she do a lot of, you know, shows throughout the city and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I shared a clip from her interview we did where she was speaking about like artists who, you know, basically promote their street lifestyle into their music, and it kind of, you know, makes it harder for them to get shows and things like that because they are considered like liabilities. Mm-hmm. How impactful is performing the shows to an artist's career?
I mean, in 2022, I would say it's like a huge part of it, because if you sign any situation with any label, you're not going to make money off music. All the money is from sponsorships, live performances. So, and it's funny that you brought that up, because I thought about that earlier, and my biggest concept, I would just say, I mean, do you want a slice of pizza or the whole damn pizza? Like, why would you limit the possibilities of you being able to provide for your family or your whole entire hood because you only can be booked for these small events?
Right.
When it comes to Zeus and the Rebels, we can be booked for anything in the world. You can book us for any festival, any show.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we not. But you know what? I think that just comes with growth. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you younger, of course, you're gonna want to talk about what you're saying and what you're doing and what's going on. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But I feel like, you know, maturing and becoming a businessman, that's when you understand that when it comes to the music business, it's the difference. It's the music game and it's the music business. So you got to decide which one you want to be in. The music business, you know what I'm saying, you going to do what you got to do to get them coins. You know what I'm saying? The music game, you just, you know, basically doing what you need to do to be popular in your hood or your city.
Yeah, for sure. You have created quite a name for yourself in the city. I know recently you did the first pitch at one of the Cardinals games. Yeah. And also just recently you got a partnership with Wendy's.
Yeah, definitely. We just did a partnership with Wendy's, so I'm like the face of Wendy's when it comes to promoting literacy in the community. So all the Wendy's locations in Missouri and Illinois, you'll start seeing like my Reed posters inside the store. And then I have about 4 locations where I have like a big banner posted outside. So
that's through the nonprofit, right?
Yeah, that's through Stores in the Sky Foundation. So we excited about that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get a Zeus sandwich.
I ain't got a sandwich yet. Can we get that? I gotta holler at the big dog. Big dog, holler at me, man. Let me get a sandwich or something. You know what I'm saying?
You in the dough, just keep. You know,
yeah,
we're gonna need 3%.
I know, right?
Only 3.
Only 3.
Now, Josh, I think I shared one of your somebody that worked with you. I shared like a video or something like that that you produced one of the songs. Like,
might have been Lil Anthony.
Oh yeah,
so
I think yeah. But how do you feel about like the St. Louis sound?
I feel like St. Louis definitely has a sound. I feel like it's mostly influenced by like the Chicago and Atlanta, like a mixture of the two. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of hidden gems in the city that don't have anything to do with the St. Louis sound that people are really, really gonna like love once they start to pop.
Yeah. Now, which no, I said it. But want to just say you station you to one artist or something like that. Like I'm saying, like which artist was your favorite, something like that. But I don't want to say that. But
who are some of the people that I've worked with?
Yeah, I'll say that phrase like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Who are some of the artists that you worked with throughout the city?
So outside of Zeus, I've worked with Lil Kel, 3 Problems, Lil Tay, Yazzie, Eli Magic. Yeah, you might know Mark Q. We work a lot together. Yeah, Mark Q. Yeah, we got some records. We actually just made this one joint in the studio maybe about a week ago.
Yeah.
Cold records on records. But me, I pretty much work with any type of artist for real. I'm starting to get into more like the South Side groove. You know what I'm saying? Like the more Afrocentric R&B type stuff. So we're gonna see where that takes me.
If you could like construct like I had DJ Khaled and Metro Boom, they be having collab tapes.
Oh yeah.
Just one song. I'm put your pressure on you now.
Oh yeah, that's on the spot. Okay.
Yeah.
The one
song. Who would you want to work with? Dead or Alive, if you could, I'm just saying that Dead or Alive, you got a range of options.
Just out of everybody or just in St. Louis?
Everybody.
Oh, anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody. Drake Rihanna. One song, Drake Rihanna. I need that record.
You think Drake could do a record with Rihanna now?
I don't know. But I know I'm gonna be the one to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the one to make it happen. So.
Hey, they got some bangers though. That word.
Yeah. That was the one.
And they put up hella numbers too.
It was produced by one of my favorite producers, Boy Wonder.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will say that Josh is one of the most versatile producers I've worked with.
Yeah.
I just hit him up. I hit him up and I was like, "Hey man, I'm bringing my guitar, my bass, and my acoustic," and he just, "Oh, cool."
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then let's go. And we started recording everything. It sounded good. He was able to put it all together. So I mean, on the fly, was able to work in
and the bounce
live
off
instruments.
And the bounce off what Seafood said, definitely to me, in my opinion, one of the most talented producers in St. Louis. And the reason I say that is because if you can, I mean, just look at the palette of the people he named. He named Lil Tay.
Right.
He named, you know what I'm saying, Mark Q. We doing Zeus and the Rebels. Like, that's all 3 different restaurants.
Different,
you see what I'm saying? But he know how to make all them restaurants taste exceptional to the customer. You see what I'm saying? And I never worked with a producer in my life that you just go in, and I know I'm kind of weird and I'll probably get on his nerves. I'm big bro, so I walk in there and I'll be like, bro, we going today, we going church. Tomorrow we going Bruno. And bruh never say nothing. He just bing. Like, what?
He's like, ready?
What are y'all in there doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So we just really artistically created something. And I'll say this on Views from the Arch, we created something that has never came out of St. Louis ever. Ever. This is like when I rate the kind of records that we're doing, that I'm doing with these brothers, I feel like we for St. Louis, it's like Chuck Berry. It's like that level. You know what I'm saying? This is something that has never came out of St. Louis ever. You know what I'm saying? This like Chuck, this like Ike and Tina. This is like records that that's gonna, you know, when the world get a chance to really like smell them and feel them and inhale them, they're gonna be records that's gonna live forever.
Yeah. You already got some timeless hits. It's already in your belt.
Easy.
Seafood.
Sir.
You do I
do martial arts,
you edit dojo?
I own a dojo, but I learned from my father.
Got you. Do you teach kids?
I teach all ages, starting like 6.
Where is it located at?
O'Fallon or Fairview Heights, Illinois.
My son, he was doing Kempo. Yeah, he did Kempo when he was 4 up until 6. You know, they shut down because of COVID and things like that. Now he's doing boxing. So I really want to get him back into that.
Hey man, boxing's the truth.
Yeah,
you know, there's no hiding.
But you are a musician yourself, also. Yeah,
I'm a producer, guitarist, and all that. I mean, I have a little home studio. Nothing compared to with Josh, but I've made it work. I have, you know, just what I need, the bare minimum. But interface and program and stuff. But I put out some records that I'm really, really proud about. Some of them have gone viral in the past, and I just want to be more consistent now and build on to that. You know, with a great team of people that are pushing me to be better, and that's why I think Zeus and the Rebels is going to grow exponentially, because every single record seems to be pushing the next and pushing the next. It's like it never goes like, well, we're just dealing with this record. No, it's like we love these records, and every one of them has a meaning. And so it's nice to be able to work with them.
I know with the Your World, the recent record you just released.
Yeah.
Where did that concept come from?
A lot of people, they have this perspective of themselves where they want to see themselves a certain way. And when they don't, they fight this internal battle. Sometimes they don't show others, but they're struggling mentally and physically. So in that video, I wanted to show, it was a very pretty girl that was putting makeup on and dealing with her day-to-day life, but in reality, when she sat there, she was seeing herself as ugly, fat, stupid, but no one else would understand that. So I had to put that message out that a lot of people are struggling with an internal battle, and it's not always going to be ugly when you see it. It can be a pretty person, but they could have a really disgusting inside that's trying to tear them apart. So
That's social media.
Yeah, that's what that is, man.
It's social media.
And so you saw that she was scrolling on social media, she, not being accepted or stuff like that, or fake likes and stuff. So I mean, I really put a lot into that as far as my feeling goes. So go ahead.
Just speaking of like social media, and just the concept of the song. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but like recently here, a young lady was bullied. And she ended up, passing away from, stuff that's going on surrounding that.
Yep.
Like how, I'm trying to say, what are your thoughts on just like cyberbullying? I'll say that.
Yeah. There's two things. One, it kind of goes back to our generation where we didn't have to necessarily deal with that. Right. It was, you said something to us, we either fought it out or that was kind of it. Like, we didn't really have the ability to keep attacking you like that. Right. Well, am I going to call your home phone and say, hey man, can Jimmy talk? I'm going to talk shit on him.
Or your mama would get on it.
You know what I'm saying? Your mama and the brother and sister would come out and whoop your ass too. And so, as I actually had to learn more about this and understand it, because it didn't affect me, because I'm a 90s baby, it didn't affect me like that, but I start to grow and understand it because my students and clients and young kids tell me about it. I think that it is super terrible that someone can sit here and criticize someone's life and they have no clue what they're going through, period. They just don't understand. That could be that person's last straw. And they might look, the lead singer of Linkin Park, the video hours before he, took his life, he was dancing and singing with his family. It could have been one comment. It could have been anything that changed it. So that's why I say when you sit back and you're typing things, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. That's kind of my motto.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, too. And unfortunately, that's just not our world. But
it's not our world. The only thing I can say is that if we're going to change it, it has to be through positive messages, through our music and our actions. That would just have to be our way and our input to make a difference.
Yeah. Fortunately, you said it's just where we live, man. Where it ain't even just like people you around. It can be somebody all the way across the whole, United States, the world.
The world, right? So, and that right there as a musician, I used to, and I'll even put myself out, I used to get kind of upset at 100 positive comments and then one negative comment would kill me. I got over that, but it would just be like, damn, man. So I can kind of understand if someone is trolling or attacking you, how that could mentally get to somebody. Because you could have 100, man, you look good today, or you look great, you look fat and ugly, and then that one thing sticks in your head all day, like, damn, do I kind of look?
Yeah.
Do I look?
I can relate even with, like I said, abuse from the arts. Like, I could have a few good interviews, and then be wondering, like, oh, well, you doing this way and all that. And they kind of affected the way I started doing interviews. Now I'm like, man, I stopped commenting, responding. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah,
right.
That's right. That's the biggest growth, right? So if we can take anything away,
I think that's just a growth thing. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, it's easier for us to do it. You know, being men, and you know what I'm saying, versus when you a teenager or something like that. The influence is definitely different. So I agree with you. It's just the positivity just got to be putting positive out there. Plus, you know what I'm saying, and just hoping that you can get positive in return.
110%. Yeah.
Well, you got the show coming up next 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, next show is gonna be Black Taste.
Like oh yeah, that's gonna be for that. Yeah. What should we expect from y'all? The year's almost over. But what should we expect from y'all for the remainder of the year? Y'all on tour, yeah.
Right, touring. I mean, like Josh said, music. This I would call this the rest of this year is pretty much the setup. You know what I'm saying? We got so many projects. Like we got a project I'm doing with an artist by the name of Zana. She's from Bosnia, so we doing a collab album, Zeus and Zana. That's all produced by Josh. She's from Bosnia by way of Sweden, but now she's in LA. So we got that project coming out in 23. I just released a single that comes out this Friday. That's called Miss Parker, and it's with a band that I collab with out of Manchester, England, by the name of Wanachi. So we got a collab album coming out 23, and then we working on the Zeus The Rebels album. So 23 is really the setup. The donuts, the foundation, the albums. It's pretty much just the setup. 22 is the setup for 23.
That's that international life we're about to be getting on.
For sure. We will in 23. We will be considered international artists. We'll definitely be overseas in 23 doing some touring. So
I was just saying, how you even end up getting to work with somebody from like England? How did that go?
I met them, and all these contacts actually for both projects came from LA, and that's why LA is kind of like a second home for me. You know what I'm saying? I was having this conversation with my neighbor earlier, and I just feel like it's certain cities, and it maybe just be certain places that you go to, or even we'll just say cities. It's certain cities that you go to, each one of us, that you just feel different when you get there. It's something about that. You know what I mean? Everybody got their city. I don't know what's your city if you're watching. I don't know. But for me, it's LA. When I get to LA, man, I just feel like, man, I'm at the crib. I just feel at home, bro. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you know me, nigga, I be no shirt on, you know what I'm saying? So I fit right in, you know what I'm saying? Because I go just like that and swag it out. Some dirty Converse, you know what I'm saying? Get these dirty Converse on there. Just, whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying? Dirty Converse, pocket full of money, but hey, whatever, you know what I mean? So I met all of those people. I met those contacts in LA from touring and performing in LA, and just immediately, man, people love St. Louis except St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? So when they met me, they was addicted. They was like, oh man, Zeus, mate, you fucking dope, man. I'm like, yeah, let's get it. And baby girl like, oh Zeus, I love you, Zeus. Oh, I said, yeah. So
They say, hey, the kids going to college, you living their life. Even more, you was already
shout out to all the parents that kids just left and went to college. Shout out to parents that kids done started school, because now you can walk around your house and cook scrambled eggs butt naked.
Like Melvin.
You know what I'm saying? Straight like Melvin. Yeah.
But one more thing I want you to touch on, which you just pointed out, that you made a statement. You said dirty shoes but a pocket full of money.
Yeah, man.
I used to work at a restaurant years ago, and this man came in, had some dusty shoes. The person who, people come from my background, from the hood, they think, oh, he gotta be the flag, he gotta stay on point with his hat, flash pose. So I'm looking at you like, man, what the fuck is this? You hear me?
Right.
Turns out he was the owner of the whole restaurant.
Wow.
Like, just what are your thoughts on that? Like, for like people, they want to have it. And of course, you can have your nice clothes and things like that. But most people, you can look good but still be broke.
Yeah, I'll let y'all touch on that.
Well, perfect example is Mr. T. There was an interview that he was in that a reporter tried to dog on him because his shoes were torn up. But he's got gold all over his neck. And she was like, he got all this money, what's the problem with getting some nice shoes? He says, well, every time I look down at my feet, it reminds me and grounds me and keeps me humble.
Yeah.
So I understand that I don't get too wild with all this money coming in. I can't get too crazy. You know, I got to remember where I came from because that's my roots.
Yeah.
Literally, my feet. And so that resonated with me because it's nice to have flashy shit. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it, but will I ever let that supersede the mission or the goal?
Yeah. Right.
Ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's land to be bought before jewelry. There's, things to invest in before I get all these nice Gucci clothes and things like that. There's these priorities that I set that I think are more important than being flashy. It's selling false hope, and that's my problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're seeing all these things, these badass cars and these things like that, that's sick. It's cool to see and it's dope, but it's a fallacy that people want to try to live up to, and then they end up super broke or looking the part.
Yeah.
And please don't get it twisted. We definitely like jewelry. And,
we love
and
all
Gucci
of
and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, show that watch.
Hey, man,
Hey, nice ass watch you got there, brother. But at the same time, what he's saying is, you know what I'm saying, to our younger views from the arch viewers that's watching, is just be responsible, man. Buy your crib, you know what I'm saying? Get some land, when you get that piece of change, or do some saving. You know what I'm saying? Take half of your money. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're on the block, take half of it. Go look good. Do what you want. Take the other half and save it. That's all we saying.
The other thing is, there's ways to do it without going broke. I mean, you ain't gotta get like the VVS's. You know what I'm saying? You can get some other stuff that's like close to that shit,
close.
You know what I'm saying? It'll still ding ding ding.
I'm about to say, is that dude coming up to you with the beater? You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah, diamond testing. Not worried about that.
I was like, it's still gonna rain. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's the message. Just positive, man. Just invest in things and invest in yourself.
And can we touch on one thing that I need to make sure that the message is out there? Because this is another conversation that I had with somebody, and that's kind of crazy because I've said that 4 times, but I know that that's the spirit moving. I know that that's God moving, because everything that we talking about, it was something that just happened, days prior, and so I feel like stuff is coming like full circle. So I was having another conversation with somebody else, and I said that I was gonna let it be known every time I do an interview. We, as our people in our community, when it come to like rock music or pop music or anything, the first thing one of our people say is, one of our people that don't know better, they say, that's white people music. Okay, so I want to explain something to everybody that's watching, because if you don't know, today I'm Dad. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you a jewel so you can take this and put it in your pocket. Black people created rock music. Rock music was not created by white folks. So y'all know, black people created rock music. Okay, Chuck Berry, Fats Domino. On and on and on and on. Go do your research. So never and when the king of pop is who? Who is the king of pop? Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is a black man. You understand what I'm saying? So when y'all creating records, all I'm saying is, for that, don't be scared to go. Don't be scared to go a little further with your records. Get out of that box. We so stuck. We stuck in the box. And if you want to look at a simple way about being stuck in the box, if you stuck in this box, that's all the money you can get is what's in this box. If you start expanding your mind, you expand your finances.
Completely.
Message from Dad.
Hey, with that being said, man, shout out to our social media. Let them know they can find you at.
Pride by Josh B. PRODBYJSHB.
Oh.
We'll let Daddy talk. Yes.
I gotta go.
It's at Lil Daddy now. It's at Sifu, which is SIFU_music on Instagram, and then you can look it up on Facebook as well, and YouTube.
Yeah, and I'm Zeus Rebel Waters at Zeus Rebel Waters, ZEUS Rebel REBEL. Water is like the water you drink.
Yeah, appreciate it, fellas.
Yep.